Okay, so we're going to use tangent now, okay? All right, so now so what do we have then? Okay, so we're using tangent. Well, tangent of 50 degrees is B opposite over 2, adjacent. Opposite over adjacent. That's what we have here. Tangent of 50 degrees is opposite over adjacent, B over 2. Okay, that's good. So how do we want to figure out B, right? So we want to isolate it. Well, how are we going to do that? Well, we can multiply. Oh, sorry, I drew the wrong thing. There we go. I was about to draw a B, but I don't want to draw another B. So what I'm going to do is I want to multiply both sides by 2, right? We want to get B all alone. I mean, I know it's over here, but how do we get to that? We multiply both sides by 2. So these are going to cancel, right? We multiply both sides by 2. These cancel, and we're left with B equal to tangent of 50 degrees times 2. That's what we're left with. Okay, so that's good. That's good. So we get B, so we get tangent of 50 degrees times 2 is B. So B is equal to this. Well, what's tangent of 50 degrees? That's where the calculator comes in. Tangent of 50 degrees, right? Well, in the calculator, you get about this. Make sure you're in degree mode, okay? You know, if you're not in degree mode, you're not going to get this answer. So, but tangent of 50 degrees is about this. So basically, we multiply this by 2, and we get B is about 2.3835. 3835. So that's what B is about. You know, and rounding, of course, to two decimal places, we get about 2.38. Okay. So again, it's just figuring out what trig function to use from SOHCAHTOA and knowing what we're given. Okay. All right. Now we're going to figure out C. Are there any questions on this though? Hope there's not too much background noise. I don't think there is. All right. Well, if there are no questions, let me keep going then. Okay? All right. Okay, but if it gets too loud, just let me know, everyone. All right. Oh, wait, let me. There we go. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so now we want to get the hypotenuse C, correct? That's what we want to get. We're also going to get, and we also have the adjacent side too. We're not going to use B though. I mean, I know it's down here already, but if we have the adjacent side and we want the hypotenuse, which trig function do we use? Well, going to SOHCAHTOA, A we know is adjacent, H is hypotenuse, right? Adjacent, hypotenuse, cosine. Adjacent, hypotenuse, cosine. Right? Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So we get cosine of 50 degrees is 2 over H. Sorry, adjacent is 2 over C. Sorry. It's 2 over C. So that's what cosine of 50 degrees is. 2 over C. We're good. That's good because now we can figure out what C is. Okay? How do we get C? Well, we got to do a little bit of work though. Not much. Basically, what do? Well, we want to get C all alone. Not in the denominator, of course. So let's multiply both sides by C. That's what I'm doing here. These cancel. And we get 2 is C times cosine of 50 degrees. That's what we get here. Then, to get c all alone, right, we're going to get, we divide both sides. Let me see if I can draw this. Cosine of 50 degrees. Like so. Right? And now these are going to cancel. So we divide by cosine of 50 degrees. These cancel. We get c is equal to 2 divided by cosine of 50 degrees. That's what we get here. Now, what do we do next? Well, we have to figure out what cosine of 50 degrees is, right? Well, cosine of 50 degrees, okay? Well, that's equal to 0.6428. Again, you can use a calculator for that. You know, just make sure you're in degree mode, okay? You know, if you're in radians, the calculator will think you want cosine of 50 radians, which is not what you want. Okay? It's 0.6428. That's what cosine 50 degrees is. Okay? Now from here, we can then get c, right? Because c is about 2 over this. And if you do that quotient, you get this number. Again, if I'm going too fast, just let me know. You know, I won't get upset. Just want to make sure everyone's learning this. Okay. Now, rounding to 2 decimal places, right? We get c is about 3.11. That's our answer. I mean, again, theoretically, you could use Pythagorean's theorem. I thought the trig stuff would make it better, more fun. Well, actually, really, I really want to make sure everyone can use trig. So I hope this makes sense. Are there any questions? Okay. So for the next one, I want everyone to try out actually on their own. It'll take about 4 or 5 minutes. So I'm going to mute my mic, but if you do have a question, I'm here. But I want everyone to really give it, sorry, I want everyone to, you know, be able to try it out, to give it a shot, that is. Let me just do this. Okay. Okay, so I hope everyone can see it. Let me just save it. Let me just stop recording.